DJ Kriss Kross. Mixing the beats on Hypa Vybz Radio.
You're Hypa Vybz Radio. Yo, Kriss Kross. Watch it. When them see the lyrics constructor, coffee come in like a raptor, and everybody get jumped up. Lazy but like helicopter. Oh na na na, you stay on my radar. You're an Hypa Vybz video. You stay on my radar. 728 on the radar. You was talking in the beginning, back when I was feeling giving. It's a moment when I show up.
Mixing music from yesteryear to now. For 1 hour, it's your favorite DJ. DJ Kriss Kross. Mixing the beats.
Hypa Vybz radio advertising is known as the most effective and affordable marketing phenomenon your organization can undertake. It is an inexpensive way to reach your existing and potential customers. Hypa Vybz radio advertising has the ability to market to international audiences, enabling to amuse 73% of the world's population with urban, diverting music along with favorable live artists, DJs worldwide. In terms of live video streaming, exceptional management, quality advertising and promotions, our services are extremely remarkable. Moreover, we will ensure that your messages are frequently delivered to audience. The commercial radio is a station to repeatedly build awareness to your consumers while increasing your sales. Advertise with us today to receive and enjoy our standard promotions to the fullest. Contact us on the following numbers: 646-953-1507 or 618-814-1998 or via email on hypervibesradio41@gmail.com.
Good evening, and welcome down to Hypa Vybz Radio with another exciting edition of Chatting Wednesday, 91.7 New Jersey. And joining us is another exceptional guest. Her name is Trish. Trish, welcome down to Hypa Vybz Radio. You have to unmute your microphone.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, so please tell us about yourself and your journey growing up in Colonies Ridge, Clarendon.
Wow. It's my pleasure to tell you. Um, I am Trish Indi. My professional name is Trishana Sinclair. I am a singer, dancer. I am first a business teacher, a choreographer, and a choir director at the Dintil Technical High School. I grew up in the Colonel's Ridge district, and that is in Clarendon. And I attended the Mount Carmel primary, or we should say all age, back in my days. I left from Mount Carmel and attended Clarendon College. And then from there, I went to the University of Technology, Jamaica. My journey in Colonel's Ridge was an awesome one. I was a church girl. I grew up in church. That's where, persons get to know that I could sing and dance. And, you know, basically get to know who the real me was. So growing up was just me going to church and going to school, as my parents were very strict.
At what point did you realize that education will becoming your life calling?
Merely, it would be in grade six when I started. I knew my textbooks from by heart, so I knew everything, out of my head. And I used to teach my peers, what I knew when the teachers were not there. And from there on, I realized that, teaching was my calling, and my mother saw it, because I used to create dubs, songs as well with my notes in order for me to know and remember the information clearly.
Rightly. So you were wearing many hats: teacher, choreographer, choir director, mentor, singer, songwriter, and dancer. How do you balance all of these roles?
How I balance is basically time management. I have to schedule everything. When I do this, it helps me to know my way forward. Balancing time and scheduling is very important in everyone's life. And so you have to know the approximate time for each task that you're taking on. And when you know the time you're working with, you will know what you can do in that time frame to get all your tasks accomplished.
Awesome. So how did your time in Clarendon College influence the person you've become today?
Wow, it has influenced me, who I am right now, because I have been on the Clarendon College Choir from first form, so from grade 7 through to grade 11. And, going to All Together Sing, going to JCDC with them, performing at various places, and also going out, singing operas, dancing as well, because I was a part of the dance club. So it has impacted me so much. That is where I found me, in dancing and singing. And then also, with education, because at the end of the day, I still kept on singing and dancing and inculcating it within my learning.
What inspired you to pursue business and computer studies at UTech?
Growing up, it really and truly, I wanted to be a singer and dancer. It was my mother who chose business and computer studies for me. However, it's a blessing, I can say. My mother is a teacher, and she saw that, I loved it, and, the passion was there, but she knew that I could sing and dance. However, she said that she wanted me to have a foundation where in which I can, if something goes wrong with singing and dancing, then I can have something to fall on.
Fall
So
back
that's
on.
where she, you know chose my degree.
As a business teacher, what are some of the most important lessons that you learn your students in the classroom?
Well, accounting is very important. You have to learn how to budget. You have to know how cash flows. It's important for the students to know how to manage their money wisely. And once it is that you're in business, you're out there in the world, then you're able to, once you're matriculating into society, you will need these information. And then once it is that you are out there, then you're able to apply the knowledge that you have learned. So one of the greatest thing that I've taught my kids is basically business documents, accounting, budgeting, cash flow, basically the whole works of business.
Definitely. So, music clearly plays a major role in your life. When
Yes, it
did you
does.
first discover your passion for singing and songwriting?
My passion for singing started off. My sister, my oldest sister, would have said, I started singing at age 2. My first song that I sang was "Jah Give Me Strength" by Luciano, to face another day.
At
So she
age
said
two?
that I started to sing from age 2. I could hardly talk.
Oh,
And she
wow.
said that was the first thing that came out of my mouth in terms of a song, "Jah Give Me Strength." So that's where they saw where, and that's where I found myself. And from I've known myself, I've been singing and dancing.
Okay. How has music helped you to shape your teaching style?
Wow. It has been wow, it has helped me so much because, as you know, we are living in a society, or we should say a culture, that really is impacted or influenced by music. And whatever it is that the students learn, in terms of songs, whatever they learn in terms of songs, they will latch onto it. So what I do is I inculcate whatever is trendy, maybe whatever trendy, or maybe things that they would have known, songs that they would have known, and I would use that same melody and use it to create a song for them using the notes that I would have taught them. And using that, trust me, I have students who are now in sixth form or grade 11 that can tell you, Miss has taught me songs that I never forget.
Very impressive. Who are some of the biggest music influencer in your life?
My biggest influencers in music really is Lila Ikea, Etana, Chanel Muir, and I would add Alain, because they influence my style of music, and their versatility is something that I really gravitate to.
So, what kind of music you really like?
Reggae.
Reggae, just reggae. The positive part,
The
or
positivity. Yes, that's what gets
okay.
me.
So, do you have a EP, a album? What do you have?
I have an EP coming out soon. Self Belief is one of the first songs that's on the EP. And the EP is coming out soon. And of course, Self Belief is with Junaville Records. Um, so we're really working on the EP being launched soon. First and foremost, we went to the on stage the other day, like a few weeks back, where we launched the Regulator Rhythm. And as you know, Self Belief is on the Regulator Rhythm. And as said, it is produced by Junaville Records. And it's more and more work with Junaville Records. We did the medley video the other day, and I am waiting to do my personal video shoot for Self Belief shortly.
Very impressive. You are also a backup vocalist and dancer. Which role do you enjoy the most, or do they all complement each other?
Well, I would say they complement each other. For me, being a backup vocalist, I would be there singing, I would be dancing, and I would be choreographing in my mind. So I'll be on the stage and I'll be rocking and doing all sorts of things, because at the end of the day, it's all me. What you see is what you get.
Have you released any original music, or are there any upcoming projects we should be looking forward to?
My original song, Self Belief, this is my first single out, and it's with Junaville Records. And everything or work coming forward will be with Junaville Records so far. And also the EP that I'll be producing or dropping shortly will be with Junaville Records.
How many stage do you ever hit before?
Well, to perform by myself,
Yes.
I haven't performed. This is my first time releasing a single by myself. But being a choreographer for the Dintil Technical High School Choir, I have been on All Together Sing. We came third, second, and first. We are the reigning champions for All Together Sing. So I have had that experience, being out there, being in on the international platform.
Okay, so do you have any artists that you would like to collaborate with?
Leela or Chanel.
Leela or Chanel?
Yes.
And why?
Because I look up to them, I admire them so much. And Their style of music is really my style of music, and I think we would make a great team,
Yeah, that's matching.
right?
So, what message do you hope listeners receive whenever they hear your music?
I live by my philosophy, which states I will leave an indelible mark upon the lives I encounter. And the message that I look forward in putting out there is really positive message. It's something that persons can relate to. Your life experience, people can relate to it. People can say, yes, I've been through that. So whatever it is that I'm putting out, I'm expecting that it will leave a mark upon the lives that, it encounters. So that's really what I'm putting out there. And for persons to gravitate to it, it's something that they can relate to.
I mean, when you start touring, right? Some of the countries that you would like to touch.
Europe, of course, Europe, I've had a positive energy coming from Europe so far, of course. Europe, Switzerland, US, Canada, I've had positive energy coming from, a number of countries. So I would like to go everywhere. Once it is that life takes me there, every country. I don't really have a special place that I'd really, really want to go, but I'd say anywhere life takes me, I'm there.
So you don't have a preferences between the Caribbean and like the outer world, like Europe. Everywhere is just the same.
Not necessarily. And why? Because I want my songs and I want my content to be out there, reaching everybody, every cribbits, every corner.
So as a mentor, what advice you should give to young people struggling to find their purpose?
The advice that I'd give to young people is that tell yourself that you're limitless. That's what I do. Tell yourself that you're limitless. Be intrinsically motivated. I am intrinsically motivated because being extrinsically motivated can lead to a number of other things. So I tell you, be intrinsically motivated, which means have self belief. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself that I can do this. And it doesn't matter what potholes, it doesn't matter what challenges you may face. Tell yourself that I have my goals, I will achieve them no matter what. And what matters really is how you rise and not how you fall.
Do you um think that you will be stage fright when you touch the stage? Do you?
Oh no, 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 not at all. I don't think no, no. That has never happened to me. And I've performed really in church and funerals and you know regular
And
stage, but I haven't ever had that. And I pray to God it will never happen. Right.
so looking ahead 5 years, where do you see Trish in the professionally?
I'm looking to see Trish Indy out there, spreading positivity, releasing more and more songs out there, working with Juniorville Records, making EP albums, doing video shoots, doing shows both local and international. And the list goes on.
So, what's your favorite Jamaican dish?
Ah, I love corn pork and dumpling with enough tomato.
Awesome.
Yes.
Who is your favorite gospel reggae artist?
My favorite,
Yeah,
my favorite artist,
gospel artist.
gospel artist, um, Cecilia Williams.
Okay, only one.
Oh, because you said favorite, so I just left it at Cecilia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you prefer beach or mountains?
Beach or
Mountains.
mountains? Um, I choose the mountains. I'll choose the mountains.
Okay, so you're a morning person or a night person?
I'm a morning person.
So within coffee or tea, which one you prefer?
Coffee.
Coffee. One word your student may use to describe you.
Jovial.
One word that describe your personality.
Mm, fun.
Your biggest motivation. What is your biggest motivation?
My motivation is self. I am self motivated.
Okay. Your hidden talent.
Sorry?
Your hidden talent.
My hidden talent is I can cook.
What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is from the Bible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Okay, if any young person is listening to you tonight and feel like they want to give up on their dreams,
Mhm.
what words of encouragement will you leave with them?
I would say, you know, be strong, be bold, and ensure that whatever you put your mind to, just stay focused on it, be laser focused on your goal, and take the necessary steps to achieve your goals in life. And regardless of whatever it is or whatever challenges that you're going through, just remember God is always by your side. So pray, put God first, and trust me, everything will work out in the end.
Where can listeners follow you and join you to support your music or stay connected with you?
Uh, all social media platforms. You can find me at TRISH underscore INDI. And please feel free to contact Juniorville Records on all social media platforms, Juniorville Records. He will, do the bookings, everything. You can contact Juniorville Records.
So, you said Juniorville is supposed to be your manager. That's if any bookings
Any
or
bookings, anything, you can contact Juniorville Records.
Juniorville.
Yes,
Okay. So, would you mind giving us something from your song, line or two?
no problem. Believing on myself, not how I me do. Miracle attached to me like a crazy glue. With this a flow, them off let me through. Rise to the top now, me unstoppable. Believing on myself, not how I me do. Miracle attached to me like a crazy glue. With this a flow, them off let me through. Rise to the top now, me unstoppable.
I gotta say thank you so much, Trish, for coming through on Hyper Vibes Radio 91.7 FM. And we continue to wish you success and blessings in the
Yes,
future.
yes, thank
And,
you.
and you like to shout out to anybody out there?
Yes, I want to shout out to my kids, all my students at the Dental Technical High School. Shout out to the principal, the past students association. Shout out to my mother, my father, all my sisters. As you know, it's not away. And I want to shout out as well to Juniorville Records, all my team. Luton Fire, Turbulence, Spring Brain, Jigsy King, Turbulence, a whole of my team. Shout out to all of you. And remember, it's a blessing being a part of you.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself and thanks for coming through again. And nice having you on this program.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck.
Yes, sir.
Hypa Vybz radio advertising is known as the most effective and affordable marketing phenomenon your organization can undertake. It is an inexpensive way to reach your existing and potential customers. Hypa Vybz radio advertising has the ability to market to international audiences, enabling to amuse 73% of the world's population with urban, diverting music along with favorable live artists, DJs worldwide. In terms of live video streaming, exceptional management, quality advertising and promotions, our services are extremely remarkable. Moreover, we will ensure that your messages are frequently delivered to audience. The commercial radio is a station to repeatedly build awareness to your consumers while increasing your sales. Advertise with us today to receive and enjoy our standard promotions to the fullest. Contact us on the following numbers: 646-953-1507 or 618-814-1998 or via email on hypervibesradio41@gmail.com.
DJ Kross. Mixing the beats on Hypa Vybz Radio.
Then you're left in the dust unless I start fire. Gun some
You're an Hypa Vybz video.
coffee come in like a raptor.
Yo, Kriss, watch this.
Place keep up like helicopter. When them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a raptor. And everybody get jumped up. Place keep up like helicopter.
You're an Hypa Vybz video.
It's a moment when I show up, got 'em
Mixing
saying
music
why.
from yesteryear to now. 1 hour, it's your favorite DJ. DJ Kross. Mixing the beats.
Good evening and welcome down to Hypa Vybz Radio. Chatting Wednesday 91.7. And we have another special guest. Artist, reggae roots artist in the building. Welcome down. Soul Rebel.
Greetings.
Good evening. Welcome down to the program.
How are you doing? Hyper Vibes. Big up yourself, DJ Kross.
I'm doing good. So you are a roots reggae singer internationally, locally, everywhere.
Mhm.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling blessed. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. Glad to make it to July 1st and happy International Reggae Day.
So tell us a little bit about Soul Rebel. How did you get that name?
Okay, so how I get what the name?
Yeah, the name Soul Rebel.
Okay. Well, I gave myself that name. My upbringing, I'm from Linstead, and so a lot of very popular reggae acts come from Linstead. My father used to play with the Soul Defenders, so for like a short period of time, and also in Studio One. So I always grew up around like roots rock, reggae music vibrations, Rastaman and Rastaman too, where the music, more Rastaman still, and just that energy gave me a vibe of soul defenders. Different people that have a soul in their name. So me did want that. And then one of my very important mentors, my uncle, he used to love the Soul Rebel song by Bob Marley. Rest in peace, Uncle Trevor. So Soul Rebel, Bob Marley, I'm a rebel, soul rebel. That kind of vibe there is like, for me, on one side, it's sweet, and on the other side, I'm an activist like Nanya the Maroons, like Harriet Tubman type of vibe. So that's how I come up with Soul Rebel.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your early stage in life. Where you born? Where you raised? How many siblings? How is mom and dad?
Oh gosh, you're gone far, man. So, like I said, I
I
come
was
from
to go there
Lindsay.
before I go there, So I just wanna make sure that everybody know actually everything about you, in
Okay.
music,
All right. I'm good with that. I was born actually in Spanish Town Hospital, and that's in St. Catherine, Jamaica. But I was raised, them carry me home from hospital, go a Linstead, like carry me Akiga Linstead Market. And so I grew up in Linstead. I went to Yorton Primary. That's like a town/district outside of Linstead, little further up in the bush in the mountain. You have to pass them places to go like Ochi back in the day, before the big highway. So I went to Yorton, and I just kind of grew up in that country town, the market. My grandmother sold in the market. She was a very disciplined church woman. She was an evangelist. At the church, I got a prophecy. So I grew up also in church, like Trish, big up Trish Indi. And I grew up singing three-part harmonies in church, never dance because prophecy church no dance. And sometimes we go Anglican church and them no dance neither. But in school, I got that experience. So I had the JCDC as well, big up Jamaica Cultural Development Commission every time. They produce amazing characters and performers and entertainers like myself and many other people. So JCDC is a part of my growing up, the whole church thing. My father play roots rock reggae music. My grandmother selling at the market. She like one big vendor. And, me just have the country vibes that's like I'm educated, but I'm also down to earth. And that's just how I grew up, and I never really changed.
Oh, so your music is not diverse, only cultural.
I mean, I have versatility. Soul also represents like I love um I love like Tina Turner, I love Tony Braxton, I love Brandy, I love the I3s, Marcia Griffiths. So soul is a soft part. So you can represent lovers rock, you can do dancehall, you can do R&B to the same way. But I love representing the culture of roots rock reggae. I feel like roots rock reggae is underserved. And while I can do other types of music, I choose to represent roots rock reggae. I'm also a Rasta. Even though I grew up in a church, me a Rasta. No, me a everything still. We're positive and good and loving, but me represent Haile Selassie Rastafari Empress Menen. So, in that stance, I feel like you really have, and I feel like that is synonymous with reggae. Even though some people do some other things and then say, boy, other people that do reggae before Rasta, whatever. This is how reggae is marketed. Red, green, and gold, Rastafari. So I love to kind of stay in that lane and I do well in it. So I can do other things, but I want to master this and make sure that it's set and make sure that the messages are delivered. And then we can play and do some other things.
Impressive. Your father, John Screw Samuels, played the drums for Studio One. How
Yes.
much did this musical background influence your career?
Remember, say a drum in playing, I say beat in my head, you know. Beat.
Yeah,
Yeah. It beat in my head.
definitely. So when did you realize music was your calling?
I always follow the band and we always like to fool around and I sing background vocals a lot of times. Um, I've done different musical things almost like in development, not knowing that I was preparing for more professional time now. So I've always been doing music, singing from I was really young and whatever. But about 2022 is when I had my first release. It's called Drama with my father, Tabak Productions, John Screw. And that's how that influence really come back. You understand? My first release I got to be with him. But the reason why we're here is even more exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, what message do you hope people receive when they listen to your music?
Well, especially this right now, I'm in a space where I'm under a new release. It's called Be Mindful, and it's on the Regulator Rhythm, produced by Junior Bell Records. I was very intentional when I got connected with Junior Bell Records through Sativa the Black One, my good friend and a very creative artist as well. Big up yourself, Sativa. Um, Once I got connected and I heard that music and whatever, and I created that song, this now is like the message and the moniker. Be mindful and be wise. I want to be able to have melodies, but I want to be able to have messages. Yeah. So right now, that is really what I'm pushing. Be mindful, be wise, be mindful of everything. Be mindful of the food where you eat. Be mindful of the place them where you sleep. Good for you if you kind of try to stay one place more time. Be mindful of what you're ingesting. Be mindful of TikTok. Be mindful of the internet. Be mindful of your friend them sometime. Watch your friends where you keep.
True.
So, and that's the way there, it's message music and give thanks to Juneville Records for really assist because I haven't really released anything in 2 years. I had a nice little run a couple years ago and it really went strong for a very long time. Big ups to, that era. This era now is truly dedicated to the work that we're putting in with Juneville Records and be mindful. I feel like that is a me that even if you're my friend, DJ Kriss Kross, I always try if this, yeah, me I go big you up and everything, but if me see, I think me I go say, boy, be mindful of that because I think being mindful means being present.
Yeah.
And that message they may push right now. Be present. Don't too much worry about the future. Evaluate the past. Evaluate it, right? The future is yet to come. Kind of set a general plan, but really be mindful and set in this present moment. And this present moment is this fabulous project with Junior Bell Records.
Let's talk about the single drama. What inspired the song?
Okay, so Drama was a song that came out of a mentorship between myself, John Screw, my father, Tabath Productions, and a gentleman named Hopeton Lindo. Hopeton Lindo is a man that in reggae music, them call him the pen, right? Him write some whole heap of different big song and him come from this Jamaica, the Sly and Robbie era and everything. And him have some whole heap of I would say connections in the music. So he came in with my dad and they kind of crafted a song that represented not just me, but it had a message. So I didn't really write most of that song. Most of that song is written by Hopeton Lindo, but he wrote it in the studio with me, kind of with me in mind. Me kind of have the raspy edge. Then me have the soul and me have the rebel side. So him really craft that song there for me. And I love that message. It's my first release. I hold it dear to my heart. It's still being talked about. And even though it was released in 2022, it's something that was recorded probably like 10 years ago in the beginning. So it represents for me also like the beginning of my just me starting to listen to my dad and the ancestors and the music people themselves to start the music.
Okay, so you still work with Upton Lindo?
We're friends, we're good, we're gonna be doing some stuff, yeah. Yeah.
Why did you think drama connects with so many listeners?
Um, I think the whole idea of gun violence is something that has taken the place like a epidemic, right? Like some type of pandemic. Only it's created by us. But when I say us, I don't mean just the big man them where I met the gun and I put in the society, but us in the family that allow people to do certain things and then we put up with them. So me, if you did have a bad people past, me can't understand, but me can't par with you if you have bad people. No, you understand? So I feel like a lot of people that are standing on business are going to say no to drama in the family, especially as a result of gun violence. And we already see how gun violence deal with Jamaica. And then America even worse because Miss America on purpose because it's coming like on a real thing. Because the whole idea of the active shooter is something that actually have to warn your kids about. You have to be aware of it. You have to actually be cognizant that if you go into a public space, anything can happen. And that is caused by not maintaining discipline and love in the family. And that's how it starts. When a person can't talk to them son or them daughter, and that person they go up on the road, go do anything, and then them coming back and you hide them, that is what drama is about. And many people can identify with that.
Definitely. You've performed throughout Jamaica and internationally. Which performance has been most memorable and why?
Um, I love performing at Notting Hill Festival in London. Um, well, in the UK, not London, because Notting Hill is a different place. But I enjoy being in Notting Hill Festival in the UK. It's like one of the biggest festivals in the world, next to like Rio in Brazil. So that is so many people. It's a lot of people, different sound systems, and in the UK they really have a preservation of the culture. So like they had Channel One sound system and just a lot of different upcoming sound as well. So they had like the whole um place, literally so many artists, and it was just good to be involved in it. My PR, music media management, Lady Diana in the UK, she's along with Mixmaster J set that up for me. And it was just good. I got the opportunity to meet a lot of people and perform in front of probably the largest crowd I've ever performed in front of. So big ups to Notting Hill Festival and the UK family.
That's in 2022 or that's
That was in 2024, I think. 2024, because 2022 is like when I just kind of came out with drama. By the time I got to the UK, well, that was like after I'd gotten to the UK a couple of times and done some radio tours. I've done super big tours, to be honest with you,
all right.
but they've been very effective.
Tell us about your tour in 2022 in the UK, your experience.
Okay, so I was in the UK for like a month and I got a chance to like stay with family and then kind of go on the road with the PR, the same music media management, Lady Diana. And she created an itinerary for me and we just went to like everywhere, the beat London, we went to Birmingham, we got to Alperton, I got to go to Stingray Records and perform and record like one of the biggest songs of my career, King Majesty. And short career, and I still was able to get something out of it so far. So that was that 2022 that tour gave that summer gave like rise to me becoming known as Soul Rebel really on a worldwide basis. For
What?
who know me when I live in Jamaica. You get what I say?
Definitely. So, what response do you get from reggae fans in the UK?
Oh gosh, I have a proper set of reggae lovers that really have taken on to me. They have supported me. Mixmaster J, he plays on a lot of radio stations. He played King Majesty first. I've got Vibes FM. Same like I tell you, I get, and then in the street, there's like so many different, Father Mighty, big ups to like, and like Bigger You. Whole heap of people just give me a lot of strength because they love the music, they love the culture. And like when you go authentic and you go kind of with an edge, because I come from country, me can't put on too much. You understand? So when you reach there and then they kind of see that you really have that vibe about it, the reggae vibe, and they see that I really kind of growing at the craft, like me can't do no better than for really do the reggae music. And them love that and then stick on for me. And so I was able to create a fan base there. And I love the UK and I love the UK, the fan base relationship.
Awesome. Did your experience change your perspective as an artist?
Yeah, I took it serious, real serious after that. I
Definitely.
took it very serious. Before I went, I thought I was probably gonna go on vacation.
Yes.
And then the PR just draped me up and said, no, I'm going to work. And we started working. And I was like, wow, this is what it is. It's very hard. I've gone the bus and the train, I travel for hours. A lot of disappointment the same way, even though them love reggae music. Things disappointing things happen same way. And you just get experience, So I feel like it grew me and then it showed me that I could do it, you know? And that if I were to put in like time and effort, what I could really accomplish. So, there is success, but then there's like self-actualization to say, you know what, I can do an EP or I can do a single or I can do an album. And it just grows from there, So that opportunity, it really stretched me and made me, more affirmative about what I wanted from the music.
So, do you have EPs or you have albums?
I have one EP, no album yet. One EP out, released August 23rd, 2024. And I'm going to celebrate 2 years of that release this year, August 23rd. It did pretty good on iTunes. And I just want to tell your listeners that if you support us, especially this current thing that we're doing right now, support us, go and buy the single, go and, buy the whole, you know, the whole feature. It really makes a difference. Even if 20 people buy it, it make a difference. You can go iTunes and I end up getting iTunes number 11 in the US and number 42 in the UK from iTunes. I don't even know these people, enough of them, but my family probably did a lot of it. So we need the support, So the EP was good. I consider it a success because I'm up and coming. So we don't make no money off of it, but I still consider it a success from it being published.
Awesome. Your music have been receiving airplays from several radio stations. How important is your radio? How important is the radio station helping your musical talent?
It's very important. Like I said, big up to Sativa for really putting this together with you, DJ Kross, because in between the times, remember saying an artist now, but at all the while, You know, go just at go right so because everybody are come with different talents, see youngster, and then see a next thing, see you did have where you feel like rhythm, and now you have the Ilan Gully ride rhythm, so you can't get too comfortable. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So it requires growth, it requires development, it requires like you literally constantly putting in work. You know what I mean? So we need you to go out there and like purchase so that the any EP, any single, anything that we do, it can actually land. You know, just go out there, right? The radio man now, you know, say enough people don't listen to radio like before. True or false, DJ Chris Cross?
Like 40 to 45%.
All right. So that what I think is important with that with the radio, and I want to tell any artist, this is what I've learned, right? When you tune into the radio, you get that you're sure about the crowd then. Me might not be on TikTok or me might not be on this, but you're sure about that crowd there. So radio I go kind of help you to rotate, help home to know about you. Because you want big like Michael Jackson, don't it? So also radio helps to push publishing and things like that. Radio helps to show digital footprints. So I have a lot of respect for radio. I believe that whether it is a small radio station, because if you're organized, a lot of radio people are connected to hundreds of radio stations out there. So, you know, they play upon this, then play upon Amazon, then play upon Twitch, then play upon Audio Cloud, or where Audio Max, SoundCloud, you know, whatever it names. So I think radio is, it's not a lost art, even though I feel like a lot of us feel like, okay, enough people now listen to radio all day. But like you said, at least 40%. That is a crowd. And for me, I love the digital footprint, the marking of it. You can go back and can say, me something did play upon 99 Jams, or it did play upon Hypa Vybz radio, and because it will make a digital footprint.
Definitely. So other than drums, where did you get your inspiration from songwriting?
Um,
Drums playing in your head. Where did you get your inspiration from?
oh gosh, that make John Screw look so bad. In terms of instruments
No, like
or just
anything.
music as a whole.
Music in the whole.
Um, I mean, I love all different types of music. I love hip hop music. I love like Lauryn Hill and that type of hip hop, like the positive hip hop. I like the other type of hip hop too, you know, but you have to be mindful what we are intaking, you know. I love dancehall too because I feel like it's a lot of fun. I like to see when artists like Sizzla and Buju Banton they can flip flop between dancehall and I love the 90s era. I want to say big up to Queer Clothing. Make sure you check out queer.com
Definitely.
and use Rebel 10 my code and get a discount. Queer Clothing basically wait a second now. We get a chance to connect with the music culturally, right? So Bad Like 90s means that everything in the 90s era. I
Yeah.
wear the clothes them, I really mean it. Every type of 90s. So R&B 90s, right? Dancehall 90s. Souls, like the not souls, what do you call those? You know, alternative music
Mhm.
that come out in the 90s. Me no know, you ever listen to Alanis Morissette?
I don't know the artist, but I know.
Okay, so she sings that song, Isn't It Ironic? It's like, we can't go there so now, but it's, I want to say crossover alternative. So it's like calm metal music. That's an reggae music, you know. And then, you know, me love certain little things, certain spiritual types of music, drum music, Naya Bingi music. I love drums in that way. Like, you know, me not talk about the playing of the drums, but like the pete and them type of thing that I love. acoustic guitar overdubs. Um, I've even enjoyed opera. You ever listen to opera?
Yeah,
I've enjoyed some of it.
I
Um,
listen. I listen to every kind of music,
yeah, I enjoy music
even
as a whole.
even
I don't
Chinese
just
music.
you listen to Chinese music. Me don't know about
I
that.
love I love the melody, the instrument, you know, and the flow. I love the
Can
beating.
you sing it? You can sing back a Chinese song?
No, I cannot sing back a Chinese song. I just love the melody. Motivate me a lot to do a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
when writing songs, what comes to you first? Is it the melody or the lyrics? Which one?
Um, well, to be honest, it depends on what we're doing. If we're playing like live, it's gonna be maybe I brought the idea and I'm telling them the melody and the lyrics, like the musicians, and they're gonna, find the chords and the bass I go find a line. The guitar man or the keyboard man I go find the different chords. And then that way I bring the song, I'm gonna bring the melody already, right? But in this release that I did, the Be Mindful, with Juniorville, we I got the rhythm first. When you have a juggling, that happens a lot, right? When you do juggling as a producer, you might have some mastermind rhythms and you say, all right, you're gonna find some artist where you're gonna make a project out of it, right? So the whole regulator rhythm is it for that project, it started with the rhythm. And then I basically listen to it over and over again. And I want to say more of I want to hear a chorus, but I'm listening for anything that I can catch, meaning any idea that kind of flows out of my psyche into that rhythm. You get what I say?
Definitely. So when not making music, what do you enjoy doing when you're not making
um,
music?
when not making music, I love to read.
Awesome.
I love reading. I love reading history books. So it's like the roots rock reggae thing, the whole regulator rhythm, the be mindful, and the books. You see it?
Yeah. So if you weren't a singer, what career do you think would you have pursued? If you
If I wasn't a singer, I probably I love I I love to create. So I think I'll probably have like a entertainment space. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I apologize. This person is really cool. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, so we're back once again. Yeah, so you were saying, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Somebody have to tell me I forgot and do not disturb because I don't know how to do it, guys.
Yeah.
I do not know how.
So what keeps you grounded despite the challenge of
Big ups Kenisha Williamson and thank you, Authentically Nayoka, for passing through. Appreciate you.
yes. So
Mash up.
what keeps you grounded despite the challenge of the music industry?
Big ups to the people who are watching and they have not identified themselves. So yes, I don't know who is still on. DJ Kross is not here. It looks like the call disturbed him, but make sure you go and check out Juniorville Records. On all platforms. Junaville is a very good producer. He is the person that's behind the regulator rhythm and behind the song Be Mindful, my song that I'm pushing right now. A lot of really good artists, like you heard Trish Indi, and there is Sativa the Black One, there is Emmanuel Stain, there's Jigsy King from Linstead, there's Sprain Brain, there's Sequence the Boss, there is also Luton Fire, and there's so many more to come. There's Turbulence. So check out the Regulator Rhythm on all platforms. It's been released. And check out my new single, Be Mindful. It's a very positive song. And yeah, if I wasn't doing music, I would not be happy. So I'm extremely elated. Thank you to everyone who came through and is checking out the interview. I know Mommy is probably online. Big up yourself, Mommy. Christine, I see my sister Nayoka is active in the chat. Big up yourself. We're gonna keep it going. I know my probably Auntie Doris in the chat. A lot of my family is watching. Big up yourself, Rob. One Rob and a never two. Mr. Pike, big up yourself. Thank you for checking out DJ Kross Hypa Vybz Radio. Keep tuning in to Hypa Vybz Radio. Give them the support. Yeah, just like how they're supporting Soul Rebel and all of the Regulator Rhythm crew. You owe me money, you know, DJ Kross.
Definitely. So
DJ Kross?
Yeah, you can hear me?
DJ Kross?
You hear me?
You can't hear me, can't hear you yet. You there?
Yeah, I think you gotta log out and log in back.
I know me.
Yeah, I think you
think me
log
I'm
out.
muted. Me can't hear you. Oh, hold on there. Talk again, DJ Kross.
Yeah, I think
me.
You can't hear me now?
I'm muted. Me can't hear you. I'm a computer. I'm not hear pan. I'm not hear pan the phone. Talk again, DJ Kross. Yeah, I think
I'm hearing you. I think it's your you have to log out and coming back once again.
But the people can hear me. Hold on.
Yeah, I think
so. Maybe what I should do then is jump off of the phone one.
Yeah.
No, but if I jump off the phone one, it not really work.
Yeah, if you
hold on
and log in back.
Off of the I'm phone echoing. One. No, can you hear me now? If I jump off the phone one, it not really work.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, if you hold on.
And log it back.
Log off and log in? All right, hold on.
So we're back. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely. So I was saying, what keeps you grounded despite the challenge of the music industry?
What keeps me grounded despite what?
The challenge of the music industry.
The music is a journey, you know. I don't want to make it seem as if it isn't a challenge. Everything in life has its challenges. Music is not harder than any other, like if you want to become a doctor or any other thing, right? Any other profession. It takes a lot of work, it takes dedication. What you put into it is what you get out of it. That's what I've learned. So when I'm active, I see more results than when I'm dormant. So it tells me I have to be consistent. And I have to also put in the work. I have to work out. One part of the new song when I have out right now, it say, as God as my witness, me have to build up my physical fitness. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it takes mental strength, but it also takes physical strength to
True.
really show up every day, really doing anything, but especially the music. You have to deliver your songs, your voice has to be in good stead, your physique, you have to have image. You understand? So I feel like once you know those things, then and if you're going with good intentions, because I've been guided through the process, meaning like I feel like there's a spiritual guidance as well as having good support, a good team in place to kind of help you. And I don't mean team like you're spending all this money on professional. It could be a family, it could be your friends, people that are organized, and have their thing together to kind of help you to get your thing together. What I love about the music and the challenges of it, it kind of it makes or break you. Either you're going to give up on it or you're going to keep doing it, right? If you feel like you didn't perform well, music teach me, go and practice then so that you can present yourself the way how you're going to feel comfortable, you know? You learn from your mistakes. Where some things and you go up on stage and you can't move, you can't dance, and so it teaches me about just having my head together. Sometimes I get nervous. Me not so tough like Trish be. Me get nervous.
Yeah. So,
But
what what new music or projects can fans look forward to?
this project right now, my single Be Mindful, it is a part of the Regulator Rhythm produced by Juniorville Records. I'm extremely proud to have partnered with this team. Juniorville really focuses on positive roots rock reggae music. It's a heavy bass line. It's a juggling. What does that mean? It's a various artist project that has the likes of Luton Fire, Turbulence, Jigsy King, Sativa the Black One, Emmanuel Stain, the list just goes on and on. Sprain Brain, Sequence the Boss, yes, your girl Soul Rebel. And my song Be Mindful is a song with a positive, proactive mindset. And that's really what I'm pushing right now. Giving this my 100% in terms of showing up to these types of settings, the radio interviews. Juneville does a lot of in-person radio as well. They're doing a lot of shows and things that are a part of this regulator rhythm. If you look online, if the listeners go out and check it out on all platforms, Juneville Records, and also the underscore soul underscore rebel. That's THEE underscore SOUL underscore REBEL. And that's on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. When you go on Facebook, I'm just Soul Rebel. Praise God, me get that one there. But it go already. But this project, the Regulator Rhythm, is my full focus. We're going to be doing on stage again on a even wider scale. Before we had the beautiful Dintil students along with Trish Indi and Jigs the King. And next, you're going to have myself, Sativa the Black One, and a myriad of that amazing cast from the Regulator Rhythm. And it's just all about be mindful right now. If you're in a mind shop, like I end up with one Kuya Be Mindful t-shirt. So big up to Kuya Clothing for that connection there. And we're gonna do probably, merch and all sorts of things that kind of go along with this message and also with the music. I feel like the reggae has a lot of potential. And so this regulator rhythm, this is where I'm putting my full attention at the moment. And
Yeah.
I'm super grateful, like I said, to Juniorville Records and to Sativa the Black One for involving me in such a powerful project. Yeah, this may I push right now, the regulator rhythm.
So do you like love to do any collaborations?
Yes, I have collaboration coming out with Turbulence. That's gonna be like my first official collaboration. But I want to work with um a lot of amazing reggae artists. I'm more like I want to say really I like to pair with authentic roots people so me kind of sure about them. You know in type of way there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
S-
not gonna say nothing else.
So how do you see yourself next 5 years in the
Next 5 years, I would love to be fully like I would say touring part of the year, rehearsing, touring, rehearsing, working out, eating well, being healthy. Touring, rehearsing, working out, eating well, being healthy. That's what I want to see for myself in the next 5 years. And everything that goes along with that. Me not have to tell just them more money or nothing. Cause from me healthy, I'm happy me I do music, me I tour, I'm family good, everything blessed.
talking about LT, what are your favorite dishes?
Oh, favorite dishes. Me love seafood. I mean, I know I go Rasta Ital, but I love fish and lobster and conch and the things them. I love seafood, but I also love vegan dishes. I love ital stew. I love pumpkin polenta, aka turn cornmeal with the pumpkin in it. I love things like coconut milk in everything. I love when the rice and peas shelly. And I love when the vegetables are super fresh. I'm a big top chef, but me not go say nothing. You understand?
Definitely. So do you love tea or coffee?
Ah, it's a fight, but coffee wins, man.
Definitely. So you like the
But me
morning?
have good teas, me have the nice tea. Them. I love good tea, but coffee always win. I don't know.
Definitely. So you love you're a morning person or you're a night person?
Um, I love the early morning, especially when I don't have to do anything like for like go to work or whatever. If I have to go to a job or something or have to travel, I feel like oh the morning is rough. But if I can wake up and meditate and exercise and make a nice breakfast and go to the beach, oh the morning every day.
Okay. So do you love performing on live stage or do you love studio? Which one you love most?
I like the live stage. I would say most because I like that current, like it's a vibration, especially when the reggae music I play and it a chop, whether a one drop or whatever, like that vibe. If you've ever been in like a festival or a place where live reggae music is being played,
Yeah.
it's like we're giving glory to God. I mean, I think nothing can beat that, the live music thing there. But what I love about the studio is you get to fix your mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one dream venue that you love to perform at. What's your dream venue?
Mm,
Is it
I
somewhere
want
else?
to do I want to do O2 Arena in the UK
Oh,
or Birmingham. No, what they call that place again? No, Brixton Academy. O2 Arena, Brixton Academy, or a big stage in Africa, like one place when Nigeria, Ghana, one of them, because they have some big pretty place over in Africa,
yeah.
You have some beautiful, expansive places. I mean, I thought about Dubai. There are those things do exist. So I'd love to do some nice stages in those places. But because I have that UK connection, I have a nice UK fan base that I love very much. I would love to be able to perform for them at the Brixton Academy or the O2 Arena.
So for bookings, you can contact you on.
If you go to my for all things Regulator Rhythm, you must contact Juniorville Records for all things Regulator Rhythm. And right now, like I said, we're going 100% with the Juniorville the project right now. So everything related to Juniorville Records and the Regulator Rhythm, you can reach out to Juniorville. If you go to any of my social media, you will see Juniorville, and you'll also see my PR, and you'll see all contact information. You'll see a link to my bio and the link tree where you can interact and make the whole I will eat food. Happy.
What advice you will give to young women dreaming to become a reggae artist?
Just do it. Start doing it. Don't dream it, just do it. And one of the ways you can do it, if you don't have, well, get an instrument. If you can't get an instrument, use your first instrument. Start to train your voice and sing your songs, write your songs. And if you're in school, find out who's in charge in going to JCDC. And if you're not in school, you can still enter JCDC. It's a great start. If you're in Jamaica. If you're in the rest of the world, you can do your local talent shows and build yourself up. There's always things going on that you can submit yourself to perform for free. So you can get practice, rehearse, just do it. Whatever it is that you want to be, start being it now, right now. You don't have to wish that you were it. And you know what? You don't have to tell anybody either so that nobody not say you're mad. You know? Like I say,
Yeah.
DJ Kriss Kross, they say, say, me a king boy I do. And then you go tell people and then they go call a mad house on you. No, you just act like the king. Be the king. So that's what I would tell any of the youths them, especially a young lady. Just be that reggae artist and envision who you want to be, how you want to look, how you want your hair to stay, where you want your clothes to look like, how you want them to hang off you, who you want to work with, and really envision yourself doing it and write your songs and sing your songs, and it will happen.
Okay. What has been the biggest lesson you've learned through your musical journey?
To be flexible, be adaptive, learn to kind of, I don't want to say conform. Conform is not a good word, but be quick on your feet, be adaptable, be flexible. Because sometimes you might go someplace and them tell you say, you're gonna do 5 songs, and when you find out a 1 song you're gonna do. So be adaptable. Nobody go up, they go cuss. Be flexible and just read the room.
Okay, definitely. So would you give us something from your new song?
Absolutely. Mm. Be mindful and be wise. Jah opened up our eyes. Now we can see the disguise. Be mindful and be wise. Remove the mask from your face, 'cause we not fight no more rat race.
Bad. I gotta thank you so much for coming through, Soul Rebel, and we appreciate you and we encourage you to continue the good works. And
Thank you.
we bless you with a whole heap of success. You know what I mean?
Yes, thank you
Your,
very much.
in your musical career journey and everything, and continue putting out the great works that you always put out, and bless up yourself and have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, DJ
Be-
Kriss Kross. It's been a
before
pleasure.
before you go, you can you wanna big up anybody that help you stage a career from ground zero?
Wow, you said ground zero. Okay, so of course
No,
I have to
ground
big
zero.
up my parents. Big up my parents, Christine and John. My mommy she's on the show right now somewhere, one of the platform them, cause this now miss her. John Screwy in at the studio, but this now miss mommy. So big up my parents first and foremost. Big up the Most High God. I'm so grateful to be here with you. I have to just say, big up to Junior Bill Records. We're about to really embark on a really amazing journey. I'm grateful for Sativa the Black One, my friend from Linstead to all over the world. We've traveled the world together, and I'm grateful for him. Big up to all of the other artists on the Regulator Rhythm. Trish Indi that represented herself so beautifully tonight. Want to big up my partners, Kuya Clothing. I always try to represent something modest, streetwear that, can still be sexy, but, not showing too much and at the same time being cultural. I also want to, so big up yourself, Homer. I also want to say thanks to my UK fans, thanks to my PR, music media management, thanks to my PR, long-time PR from Jamaica, Raomi Alkebelan. Big up yourself, Alkebelan. And I just want to thank all of the stalwarts, from Linstead, St. Catherine, the Phyllis Dillons, the Clive Hunt, them, Lampshade Music, Soul Defenders, I'm going to tell you about Vance Festus, my friend Festus Walker's his dad that played in Soul Defenders, and just my family and friends that are listening in, my sisters, Nayoka and Stacy, and all of the loves in my life. I have a sweet baby girl and her birthday is this month. And I want to say happy birthday, Molly. And big up yourself, DJ Kriss Kross. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming through. You don't know, much love and blessings.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure to be here.
Definitely.
Turn up Sundays on Hypa Vybz Radio.